What if human history wasn't just wrong, but deliberately rewritten? You were taught we evolved naturally, gradually, over millions of years. But what if that was never the plan? 6.6 million years ago, something happened. Something that split us from every other life form on this planet. But where are the records? Where are the fossils? There's a missing chapter, ripped from time. Why did a leaked geochemical report vanish overnight? Why do Sumerian tablets whisper about sky beings who altered life on Earth? And why does NASA classify anomalies found in Miocene strata? I've seen the data, and I've read the censored lines. The Anunnaki weren't myths. They were scientists, engineers, genetic architects, and Earth may have been their lab. But here's the twist. What if humanity, as we know it, wasn't their first attempt? What if we're the forgotten experiment? They left clues, they erased others, but now the pieces are surfacing. And once you see them, you won't see human history the same way again. Our earliest known civilization, Sumer, left behind thousands of cuneiform tablets. Among them were strange accounts of the Anunnaki, beings from the heavens who descended to Earth. Mainstream historians say these were just gods, myths. But what if the Sumerians were describing real entities? Author Zecharia Sitchin believed they were. He translated the tablets to reveal a bold theory, that the Anunnaki came from a rogue planet called Nibiru and created Homo sapiens by modifying existing hominids, not to enlighten us, but to enslave us. That theory places their experiment around 450,000 years ago, but some believe Sitchin was wrong about the date, not the event. Enter the fossil record. Evolutionary science tells us that 6.6 million years ago, something radical occurred. The human lineage split from other apes. No clear cause, no definitive fossil missing link, just divergence. That split wasn't just evolutionary, it was explosive. Something pushed humanity onto an unnatural fast track. Now combine that with the Sumerian hypothesis, a scientific idea that even if an industrial civilization existed millions of years ago, all traces would likely be gone today. So the question becomes, was this divergence the result of natural selection or ancient intervention? And if the Anunnaki had already been here, did they destroy the first attempt and try again? Because when you hide an experiment, you don't start where it ended. You wipe the slate clean. Zoom in on Earth 6.6 million years ago, the end of the Miocene epoch. It's not a time you were ever taught to care about, because someone doesn't want you looking there. Back then, the planet was different. Forests, stretched across Antarctica, oceans teemed with species we no longer recognize. Something was happening, something big. That's the exact moment when humans split from apes. But how? Why? There's no missing link fossil that fully explains it. Just a void, a black hole in evolutionary memory. And here's where it gets eerie. Scientists working on the Sumerian hypothesis asked a terrifying question. If an advanced civilization had existed millions of years ago, could we even prove it? The answer? Probably not. Cities vanish, metal rusts, satellites burn up. After 6 million years, all that's left is sediment, deep chemical changes in the rock. And guess what? Some layers from that exact time show strange carbon signatures. A spike, a flash, like something massive burned, and then went silent. Is that the scar of an ancient extinction? Or the shutdown of an experiment? Imagine this. The Anunnaki arrived, seeded life, built a species, and then decided it failed. They reset the Earth, erased the evidence, buried it in stone. And we're the reboot. Because real experiments don't fail, they're replaced. Now, let's look at what they claim is impossible and what may have been hidden in plain sight. Supporters of the Anunnaki theory argue that the consistency across ancient mythologies is no accident. Civilizations oceans apart, Sumerian, Egyptian, Mesoamerican, all tell stories of gods who came from the sky, taught language, technology, agriculture, and then vanished. Were they remembering the same event or the same beings? Zecharia Sitchin, despite controversy, interpreted ancient tablets as historical accounts, not mythology. According to him, the Anunnaki genetically modified early hominids into humans. His work speaks of gene editing, artificial wombs, and even medical procedures, thousands of years before modern science could imagine such things. Mainstream academics dismiss these claims as mistranslations, or worse, fabrications. They argue there's no physical evidence, no cities, no machines, no artifacts dating back 6.6 million years. But ask yourself, if there had been a civilization that long ago, would we even be able to find it? That's the chilling conclusion of the Silurian hypothesis, proposed by respected scientists. It states that if an advanced species lived millions of years before us, its traces might be completely erased by now, weathered away, buried, or recycled by the Earth itself. And yet, strange anomalies persist. Unexplained carbon isotope spikes in ancient geological layers. Parts, out-of-place artifacts found in strata far older than humans are supposed to be. Each time a new anomaly surfaces, it's quickly dismissed, quietly removed from public discourse. The official response is always the same: a mistake, a misreading, an impossibility. But if it's truly impossible, why does the evidence keep showing up? Why do institutions keep asking questions they claim already have answers? Maybe because they know, and maybe, just maybe, they've known all along. If we were engineered, genetically designed by beings from another world, what does that mean for who we are? Are we sentient or simply self-aware tools created for a purpose we no longer remember? If humanity is the result of a long-forgotten experiment, is our search for meaning just an echo of a forgotten command? And if we weren't the first intelligent species, are we even the most advanced? Now it's your turn to decide. Do you think the Anunnaki were gods, scientists, or something else entirely? Drop your theory in the comments. So now you know, or at least you've glimpsed the edges of what's been hidden. 6.6 million years ago, something changed the course of life on Earth. Was it a natural shift, or the shadow of something far older and more deliberate? If the Anunnaki created us, did they abandon their work, or are they still watching? Some say the truth will never surface. Others believe it already has, and only a few are willing to look. If you're one of them, subscribe. Like this video. Help us bring light to what they tried to erase before it vanishes again.